I'm still sitting here thinking about Keith Thurman, and I'm just wondering what happened to this guy, man. It seems for some reason, ever since that Louis Collazo fight, he hasn't been the same. I don't know if any of you guys noticed that, but his attitude changed tremendously after that fight, man. Did Collazo knock the guts out of Keith Thurman? I'm not trying to say he's a coward or anything. He did have two good fights back to back. One against Sean Porter and his last fight against Danny Garcia. So it's not his opponent selection or anything like that that's irritating me right now about Keith Thurman. It's just that he's wasting a lot of fucking time, man, in my opinion. I think waiting until November is a bad idea. He fought at the beginning of March. He's talking about waiting, what, 6, 7 months before he fights again, before we get to see him again? That's too long, man. I don't think that Keith Thurman, by doing that, I don't think that he's allowing himself to be as great as he could be, to stay as sharp as he could be, fighting twice a year. Everybody thinks that they're Mayweather and Pacquiao, or they can fight twice a year. Those guys were on pay-per-view, man. They had to do a lot of tours and things like that to build those fights. You guys are not on pay-per-view. I don't know why these fighters are doing this, man. You guys can fight at least 3 times a year. Now, he fought at the beginning of March. He could have had something lined up with maybe Lamont Peterson in July or something like that. And then he could have still fought in November or December, somewhere towards the end of the year, against the winner of Kell Brook and Errol Spence, whoever wins that fight. But here's the problem with him waiting until November. What if something goes wrong, man? What if one of these guys get injured and then the fight has to get postponed until like September or some shit? What if that happens? Or what happens when the fight goes down? Let's say Errol Spence wins the fight, but let's say he got his jaw broken in the fight. So now he has to wait at least 6 months before he can get cleared to fight again. Now you're sitting around here in November looking stupid, trying to scramble to find an opponent to get in the ring with. And you done wasted the end of the year. The better part of the year, because you fought at the beginning of this year. He doesn't need to be waiting around trying to fight twice a year, man. He's not on that level yet. There's no reason why he shouldn't be fighting 3 times a year. We see these guys when they first come around, they're fighting 4 times a year, and I understand it's not high caliber competition that they're against. I understand that, but he didn't take any damage in his last fight against Danny Garcia. It's not like he got cut real bad or he had a broken bone he had to recover from or anything like that. And another thing about waiting until November, what happens if he's in training camp and he gets injured? Now he done only fought once this year. It's just too much that can happen to sit around and wait, man. This could end up biting him in the ass in the future if he keeps doing this, man. Before, he was the guy always ready to fight. He always said all the right shit. Now, he don't want to answer any questions about what he's trying to do. At least let us know what you're trying to do. It looks like he's trying to unify the titles. It looks like he's trying to wait for the winner of Kell Brook and Errol Spence. That's what it looks like he's doing. But he's hoping for Manny Pacquiao. It's not going to happen, man. They are not going to fight Keith Thurman. You'll be waiting around for nothing. You're going to turn into fucking Amir Khan waiting to fight Mayweather if you do that. It's just a bad idea, man. But let us know for sure. Just be clear. Say, hey, I want to unify. That way we'll know instead of, I got a little bit of this and a little bit of that out there. We'll see what happens, what goes on. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. That's not how you were before. And I'm just wondering why he changed all of a sudden. And it was after that Collazo fight, man. After he took that body shot, man. Something wasn't right with him after that. I don't know what it was. And I'm not trying to say it's all because of Collazo. I'm just saying that's when I noticed, right after that fight, the change in Keith Thurman. I don't know how much he got paid for that fight. Maybe he got paid good and it got to his head or something like that. I don't know what it is, but something is different about Keith Thurman. He had me all excited at the beginning, and now it's looking like he can turn into a Floyd Mayweather, man, or a Manny Pacquiao. Picking fights and just waiting for the best money opportunity. That's what it's looking like for him, man, at this point, if he keeps going the way that he's going. So, like I say, I don't know it's not going to happen now. We're stuck with only seeing him fight in November because he doesn't have anything planned before that. So, he's only going to fight twice this year. I think it's a stupid idea. But that's just how I feel about it. But you guys leave your comments. Let me know what you think. I'm out.